Back in 1957, Fiat launched this, the original 500. Arguably the most important car in the firm's history, it was the car that got Italy moving after the Second World War. And now, to celebrate the model's 50th anniversary, Fiat has launched this, the new 500. It's cute, it's retro, and Fiat claims it's going to revitalise the brand, taking it forward into the 21st century. Trouble is, these days it's got a lot of competition. There are city cars such as the Toyota Aygo, small sports hatches like the Suzuki Swift and the Ford Sportka. And lastly, and most importantly, there's the new Mini, another icon reborn. So here we are in the 500, and what we really want to know is what it's like to drive. Well, first impressions are really good. From the moment you get in, you have this nice light and airy cabin. It's got a nice bold strip of plastic across the dashboard. Its view out's pretty good. It's got quite narrow pillars, lots of glass area. But just like the exterior, it's quite retro in here. You've got one big dial ahead of you, which has got both speed and revs on it. And across the central dash, you've got 3 buttons, which just look very stylish, typically Italian. And it's pretty comfortable in here too. The driving position is good. Steering wheel falls easily to hand, even though it hasn't got any reach adjustment. And the seats, although they're not the last word in support, are fine on long journeys. Gear lever is really nicely placed as well. It sits up quite high, so it's easy to reach. And the shift itself is pretty good. And then we come to the driving. This is possibly the 500's weakest point. It's not bad by any means, but it's just not quite as lively and exciting as the styling and the interior would lead you to expect. But there's no denying that the ride and handling are not a match for the Mini. The Mini is really invigorating. It's very neat round corners, very nimble, very accurate. This has got a bit of body roll, a bit of wallow. It's just not quite as engaging to drive. So should you be popping down to your dealership, checkbook in hand, ready to pay a deposit on a new 500? We think so, yes. It's a fantastic little car, great fun to drive, just fun to be in too. It doesn't quite have the dynamic appeal of a Mini, but there's no doubt that when it goes on sale here next January, it's going to be the car to be seen in 2008.